This here is the latest from Sony. It's the Sony HDR-CX550. This is sort of the ultra high-end in consumer digital camcorders. It has tons of memory built in, 64 gigabytes of flash built right in. It has a gigantic screen. This is a 3.5-inch touch LCD display. It does 1920 by 1080 resolution. It has a built-in viewfinder for your eye, an EVF, so you can use it in bright situations without having to worry about it. Extremely long battery life. It has night shot. It can do slow motion videos. It has easy manual controls. All of that in a really, really great package. It even does full surround sound. Full 5.1 surround sound can be had with this microphone that's built in. It does have a directional microphone. It's going to pick up sound from all around you and turn it into surround sound from wherever you are. That's right. Your boring home movies can be in surround sound with this camera right here. Yeah, see, you look excited back there. Really, really great camera. It has a 10x optical zoom. Very, very long zoom on board. 24 megabit per second bandwidth. It does record the AVCHD format. That means you're going to have extremely crisp picture, very, very bright color. Everything's going to look fantastic. It has GPS built in too. That's right, it even has GPS. You can actually look at a map, see where you are, have all of your videos tagged by location of where they're shot, and you can even browse videos by location if you want to. And all of that, and it'll even take 12 megapixel still shots. It even has a built-in flash for doing so, and it's so easy to use. The touchscreen interface makes this thing an absolute piece of cake. But first, I'm going to show you around it so you can see where all the controls are. For a camera that has this many functions, you're going to be surprised at how few buttons you actually have to figure out on this camera. Now, starting up at the front, this is the Sony lens that is built into this, a gigantic lens for a small video camera, that's for sure. Now, it does, as I said, have a 10x optical zoom on board, and it has built-in optical image stabilization, which means even if you have a shaky hand, you're still going to be able to get some nice steady shots. And there's your built-in flash as well. Also, right here, you see this little wheel. This allows you to take a manual control of all kinds of stuff on your camera, including focus, iris control. All of that can be controlled with this wheel, and I'll show you how that works in the interface in just a second. Over on the side, you do have inputs for both your microphone and headphones, so you can properly monitor audio. On the top, this is that surround sound microphone right there, and you do have space located right here so that you can plug in hot shoe accessories right here. And as we move back, you do have your zoom rocker located right here, a quick photo button so that you can immediately snap still shots without having to change modes on the camera, and the mode button right here is going to allow you to switch between photo and video mode. On the bottom, you're going to find that you do have a latch right here to get to the memory slot. Now, this does have 64 gigabytes of memory built in, and you can expand that with SD or memory stick cards. And underneath this gorgeous 3.5-inch display is where you're going to find just a few more buttons. You've got a button to immediately and quickly copy all your files over. Playback mode, night shot, allowing you to shoot literally in the dark. Eye auto is going to take over and make sure all your photos and videos look absolutely perfect. And then, of course, right here you can physically turn that GPS that's built in on and off, allowing you to decide whether you want your videos tagged with your location or not. And then right below here, you're going to find your AV and HDMI right there. Actually, USB and HDMI located right here so that you can attach it directly to your high-def TV or transfer all of your files over to your PC. Now, the interface in this is really, really fantastic, actually. All touchscreen, allowing you to very easily navigate everything in the camera. In fact, just by pushing the screen and tapping the menu button, it gives you access to basically everything this camera can do. Very, very large selection of scenes so that you can very, very easily pick the right situation or the right settings for whatever you are doing. Also, it does have slow motion. It has golf shot. Golf shot's going to allow you to actually analyze your golf swing with this camera. You're also going to find access to manual controls like white balance, spot meter, exposure, focus. All of that, of course, can also be controlled by this manual wheel that is located right here. And there's just absolutely huge numbers of stuff you can do. Slow motion, one of our favorites around here. In fact, we shot a few things with the slow motion feature on this camera to show you how interesting mundane daily tasks can be when they're in slow motion. Also, let me show you how this wheel works. So you can get into manual mode. You simply push this button, and if you push and hold it, it will actually allow you to choose what you want to affect. So this wheel can take care of focus, exposure, iris, shutter speed, auto exposure, white balance. All of that can be done with this little wheel right here. Now, in the rear of the camera, you're going to find just a few more buttons. Of course, you have the button to start and stop recording. You have your electronic viewfinder located right here. And below that, a couple places to plug in your cables. This is for your standard AV cable, so you can run component or composite cables directly to your TV. And you have a charger right here. Of course, the camera does include the charger and all the cables that you need. So there you go, an extremely hot camera from Sony. This is just about as good as consumer video cameras can get. Very, very cool stuff. It's the Sony HDR-CX550 Handycam with 64 gigabytes of built-in memory. To get more info on the Sony HDR-CX550 Handycam Camcorder, do a search for S08-3778 in any major search engine.